Good morning, Year 3. Mr. Grocott here with some more maths for you. Yesterday we looked at adding lengths. Today we're going to look at subtracting lengths, okay? So first of all, let's see who can remember how to measure objects. We've got a teddy bear and a train. How big are the teddy bear and train? I want the teddy in millimeters and I want the train in centimeters. And these are both centimeter rulers. Off you go. And welcome back if you paused and had a go. So, as you can see, the teddy doesn't start at 0, he starts at 2. Okay? And he ends at 7. So to get from 2 centimeters to 7 centimeters, I need to add 5. So that teddy is 5 centimeters long, which means in millimeters, for every centimeter, that's 10 millimeters. So 5 centimeters must be worth 50 millimeters. And then the train, well, that starts at 0, so that's nice and easy. And he ends at 6. So the train, nice and simply, is 6 centimeters long. Well done if you got that correct. Now, with subtraction, we need to make sure that our measurements are the same units. Because now, it says how much longer is the train than the teddy. Now, if I did 6 take away 50... I wouldn't be able to do it. But if I change that 50 millimeters back to 5 centimeters, I would end up with 6 centimeters take away 5 centimeters. And I can do 6 take away 5. Really easily. It leaves me with 1 centimeter. Okay? So by changing that 50 back to 5 centimeters, that was so much easier to do. See if you can solve these two questions. For the first one, you're going to have to change the 10 millimeters to centimeters because the answer is in centimeters. For number 2, you're going to have to change the 9 centimeters into millimeters because it wants the answer in millimeters. Have a go and see what you come up with. And welcome back if you paused. So, 3 centimeters take away 10 millimeters. Well, 10 millimeters is 1 centimeter. So we're basically doing 3 take away 1. Nice and easy, gives us the lovely number 2. We've then got 9 centimeters take away 80 millimeters. Now, because I want my answer in millimeters, I'm going to change my 9 centimeters into 90 millimeters. Okay, because if 1 centimeter is 10, 9 must be 90. So 90 take away 80. Well, again, that's nice and easy. It's 10. So well done if you got both of those questions right. Now, they aren't all going to be that easy. Have a look at this question. Eva is 35 centimeters shorter than Jack. Jack is 1 meter 8 centimeters tall. How tall is Eva? So as you can see here, I've mapped it out. I've got Jack with his 1 meter 8. I've got Eva, and then I've got the 35 centimeters. Because if that was filled in, that whole block would be 1 meter 8. Okay? So I need to do 1 meter 8, take away the 35, and that will leave me with Eva's height. Now, I want Eva's height in centimeters. So I'm going to convert this meter 8 into centimeters. So hopefully you remember that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Which means 1 meter and 8 centimeters gives me 108 centimeters. Not 80, because it's not 1 meter 80 centimeters, it's 1 meter 8 centimeters. So now I can do 108 take away 35. Now to do this, I'm going to use my good old column subtraction, because that will make it so much easier. So I've spread it out into hundreds, tens and ones. I'll make sure the 30 from 35 goes in the tens, and the 5 from 35 goes in the ones. So now I can solve my answer. So I'm going to start with the ones. I'm going to do 8 take away 5. Well, that's nice and easy. It's 3. I then need to do 0 take away 3. Now, I can't do 0 take away 3, but hopefully you remember that in that situation, I borrow from the next column up. Okay? So if I'm in the tens, I need to borrow from the hundreds. And luckily, I've got 100. So I'm going to borrow that 100 and swap it for 10 tens. So now I've got 10 tens, take away 3 tens. 10 take away 3. And that, again, very easy, number bonds to 10, gives me 73. I've now got no hundreds to take away, so that's it. My answer is 73 centimetres. 1 metre, 8 centimetres, take away 35 centimetres is 73 centimetres, okay? Now that you've seen me do one, have a go at this one. And welcome back if you paused. So, the large car is 145 centimetres longer than the small car. The large car is 4 metres 16 centimetres. How long is the small car? Okay, so I want the answer this time in metres and centimetres. So I know that 400, we're going to change it to centimetres first, so we've got that hundreds, tens and ones. So I know 4 metres 16 is equivalent to 416 centimetres. I can now do 416 take away 145, because that's the difference in length. So I'm doing a 416 take away 145. Take away symbol there. So 6 take away 5, well, that's 1. 1 take away 4 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow a 100, which means we have 3 hundreds, and now I have 11 tens. 4 take away 11, well, 11 take away 1 is 10, take away the remaining 3 is 7, so 11 take away 4 is 7. And now my hundreds, it's not 4 take away 1 now, it's 3 take away 1. And 3 take away 1 is 2. Okay, so that gives us so far 271 centimetres. But I don't want the answer in just centimetres, I want it in metres and centimetres. So how many metres can I make out of 271 centimetres? Well, 1 metre is equal to 100 centimetres. So if I've got 200 centimetres, I can make 2 metres. So I've got 2 metres. I can't make another metre out of the 71 centimetres. So that means my answer is 2 metres, 71 centimetres. Well done if you got that correct. Now, this one's a bit different again. Let's see if we can solve it. Complete the table so that each row and column adds up to 1 metre. So that means these columns need to equal a metre, which is also worth 100 centimetres. And also, the rows need to add up to a metre, which is also 100 centimetres. And we also know that 1 metre is equal to 1,000 millimetres. Okay? So let's try and solve this first section. I'm going to do the 90 millimetres, the 50 centimetres, and the something centimetres equals 1 metre. Okay? So because these two are centimetres, I'm going to change this to centimetres. So 90 millimetres is 9 centimetres. So I now know that 9 centimetres add 50 centimetres add something centimetres equals 100 centimetres. I know that 9 add 50 is 59, so let's make it shorter. 59 centimetres add something equals 100 centimetres. How could I find out what that is? Well, I can do it as 100 centimetres take away 59 centimetres will be equal to my missing number. So let's do it. So 100 take away 59, 100 take away 59. Now I've got 0 take away 9, so I need to borrow a 10. Oh, can't borrow any 10s. Can borrow 100, so borrow 1 from you, change you to 10. I can change that 10 to a 9 because I need to borrow 1 from there. And give 1 to you. So 10 take away 9 is 1. 9 take away 5 is 4. And I've got no hundreds to take away. So that must be 41 centimetres. So now I've filled in my first row, 41 centimetres. And I've also filled in my first column. Now, the next one I want to do, just move all that out the way. So I've got room. Draw myself a little table to cover up that. Okay, so now I'm going to solve this one. Okay, I'm going to solve this column because it's a nice, easy column. I've got 90 millimeters, which I know already is 9 centimeters. Add something. Add 90 centimeters equals 100 centimeters, which is equal to a meter. I know that 90 add 9 is 99. So 99 add something equals 100. Now, for all of you shouting out, add 1 gives me 100. Don't forget here, I want the answer in millimeters. So yes, nice and easy. 100 take away 99 does equal 1. 1 centimetre. Now, 1 centimetre is worth 10 millimetres. So that means here I put 10 millimetres. And now I've solved another row, another column, and another row. So means I now just need to solve this one. Now, I could do this with the 50 centimetres, add the 401 millimetres, and take that away from 100 centimetres. Or I could do 90 centimetres, 1 millimetre, taken away from 100 gives me something millimetres. It's up to you which one you do. Personally, I'm going to go for this one, 90 centimetres and the 1 millimetre. So, I've got 90 centimetres, add something, add 1 millimetre equals 100 centimetres. Now, I can't convert 1 millimetre into centimetres. So instead, I'm going to change the 90 centimetres into millimetres. So that's 900 millimetres. Add something. Add 1 millimetre equals 100 centimetres. Which means it's 901 millimetres. Add something equals 100 centimetres. So how do I get from 901 millimetres to 100 centimetres? Well, we know the 100 centimetres a metre. 1 metre is 1,000 millimetres, so I'm essentially doing 1,000 take away 901. Okay. So let's set that up. I've got 1,000. I'm taking away 901. Now, can't do 0 take away 1, so I need to borrow 10. I haven't got any 10s, I need to borrow 100. I haven't got any 100s, I need to borrow 1,000. So 1,000, 10 10s. Still can't borrow any 10s, so I need to swap that for 900s. Give myself a 10. Still haven't got any 1s, so I'm going to swap that for 9. And give myself 10 1s. So that's moved as much as I wanted to. What am I doing? Let's just put that there. So 901. Space it out. There we go. So 10 take away 1 is 9. So 10 take away 1 is 9. 9 take away 0 is 9. And 9 take away 9 is 0. So I don't put anything there. Or can if you want the visual representation. So I've ended up with 99. 99 millimeters. So that means 1,000, take away 901, leaves me with 99. And there we have 99 millimeters. Okay. And there we have it. That's the answer to that question. So, silver is question 1 to 4, gold is question 5 to 7, and platinum, as always, is on a separate sheet. If you need any help, please get in touch and have a lovely day. Bye.